Hey guys, All in Crypto here and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for another YouTube video. What a day it has been. There was some warning signs for this, but a sell-off of this magnitude, there is no warning about. We do know there are a lot of people calling for this structure and saying it was a Wyckoffian structure. Robert Wyckoff was essentially a guy who came up with a kind of trading method in response to the fact that insiders were just constantly milking the retail guy, if you will. And that is essentially what you're seeing happen today. I told you yesterday I had buy orders set all the way down at $1. I didn't quite get filled. I got filled at $1.05. I got filled at $1.10. And we'll see if I do indeed get to that $1. But right now you've seen a huge surge of strength for Cardano. And ultimately, guys, I want to put things into perspective. I want to talk to you on a real level. I know this is scary for somebody like myself who has been here for a while and actually witnessed this. You know, I was here in 2017. This really doesn't scare me at all. In fact, for me, this is just a fantastic buying opportunity. I know there are a lot of you out there that would have perhaps bought the top or, you know, this is a new experience to you. Welcome to the crypto space, guys. You are involved in the most volatile asset class that there is, period. This is a part of how markets form. This is a part of how an emerging market class, an emerging asset, actually comes to become established. There is a large amount of volatility involved in that. Go and look at your .com stocks, analyze them. We're going to do it on this video on later dates. Today I've got a lot of traveling to do. Hopefully we'll get back to filming in 1080p so that we can really bring the message home in high definition. Not that that necessarily helps, but some people like to see that. Guys, you have a serious opportunity setting up right now, and this is where you become an investor. What you do right now is going to have an effect on a lot of your futures. Cryptocurrency is absolutely the future, certainly blockchain technology. The very people that have caused this sell-off know that, and they have a vested interest in making sure that people like you and me don't get rich, because if everybody was rich, who would really be rich? You have these same actors involved today that you had in the dot-com boom, in the housing boom, that what they do is they bring a market down and they then accumulate before they allow something to reach its true potential. We've spoken to you on so many occasions, and we make sure to say it constantly to you, that cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, there's nothing changed, only the price. It is the future. Its true value, price and value, price is only one metric that you weigh value up in. Understand that. See the true value. When I got into the space in 2017 and the market crashed by 95%, I was left looking for other things to stay around for. And what I stumbled upon were the true value propositions that blockchain technology allows. Do you know that 6% of the entire world's GDP, is goes to middlemen, which something like smart contracts would completely eliminate. There is true value in this space at $1.6 trillion in terms of market cap. I wish I could just buy that as a crypto. Nothing has changed. They are trying to shake as many of you out as possible before they allow this thing to reach its true potential. And that's why I come on this channel every single day and try and drill that home to you. Look at the bigger picture. I know that it's not nice seeing your portfolios dip by about 20% across the board. How much money do you think I've lost today? Well, I haven't lost any of it, because you don't lose a thing until you sell. I've had people ringing me up today going, I'm going to sell my crypto. I just can't, fathom this. It's going to go lower and lower and lower. You don't lose anything until you sold. Those people in 2017 that bought right at the top, if they had only held, they would be in the profit today. How many of you really thought, and ultimately it had been following 2017's market structure very similarly, up until this point? If we switch it to a logarithmic chart, it quietens everything right down, guys. It really does. I mean, look at the wick we had back into this is the bull market that we had before 2017. Look at the wicks. I didn't actually expect us to have a wick like this again, which we've not yet had. We have had a pretty serious wick, but it's nothing, out of the kind of it's out of the ordinary in comparison with 2017. But a 50% sell-off, guys, did you really think that they were going to give it to you that easy? They were going to allow you to just, everybody can see it and it's going to go that way? Not at all. And let me tell you, the sell-off that you are seeing right now in the crypto space was not caused by the retail man. It was caused by the people that know exactly what they're doing, that understand the value in this technology and the value of each and every single individual crypto in accordance with it and where it could potentially get to. Right now, we're sitting and waiting. We got filled on our Cardano. In terms of Bitcoin and other cryptos, we are sitting and waiting to see what Bitcoin does because we're not out of the woods yet. It's the same way we came on here yesterday. We drew this and said, look, we called the fact that we are bearish short term. Absolutely, you are bearish short term. And you're going to continue to be so until we pop up above these levels. Bitcoin needs to seriously pop up right now above this EMA, and it needs to do it with some strength. Certainly on a weekly time frame, this EMA it can afford to be down like this. Hold strong, guys. Nothing has changed fundamentally whatsoever. The only thing that's changed is the price, and this is part of shaking you guys out. Like I say, they have a vested interest. The people that know what they're doing, the same actors that were involved with the dot-com boom, they do it every time. Every single time. They know they can shake you out. And we spoke about Elon quite a bit on this channel and why he was very hypocritical. He doesn't really have much to do with this sell-off. We've called him out. We don't have any interest in protecting the guy. He is just... The world is a stage, ladies and gentlemen, and all in it are actors. He's just a factor, a very small factor that has essentially been capitalised by the insiders and the people that know what they're doing. I'm telling you right now, in terms of value and Cardano, it is unbelievably undervalued. That's why I'm still buying it despite this dip. And actually got filled. I nearly got filled on $1 like we said we had buy orders set on. Always a good idea to set buy orders, guys, because you never know how low you can get it. We probably never see a Cardano price as low as it went, down to $1.05. Guys, I know this is scary. Welcome to the crypto space. This is just what happens. This is part of it. You are, like I say, a part of an emerging asset class. There is going to be a lot of volatility involved in that, certainly in the earlier days. Once we get to that double-digit trillion-dollar market cap, which we are going to, by the way, guys, mark my words on that, it will somewhat subside and you won't have these kind of 50% sell-offs, which we've seen before, realistically. We didn't think it was going to happen this cycle, but we were wrong. When we're wrong, we hold our hands up. But what I'm not wrong on is where this space is going. And a coin like Cardano, like I say, you have Alonzo coming out, the testnet for Alonzo. This is the last step in the Goguen era, which is going to allow for smart contract capabilities on the Cardano network. We've already discussed some of the projects that are going to be built on top of it. The fundamentals for the crypto space have never been so strong, and the value right now in terms of price does not reflect the true value. I know it's scary. Do not fear, All in Crypto is here. We're going to be bringing out a lot of content over the next days, explaining, going into a lot of detail, because I feel like right now you guys need that. You need that steady hand right now. Lots of people were calling for this, by the way. But people want to ignore it. Now we've met that mark, I don't think you are ever going to go below this dip in terms of Bitcoin. In fact, I'd be surprised if you do. Boys and girls, don't get shaken out of this market. The same thing I told my friends and family that rang me today going, should I sell? I'm telling you, no, you should not. I'm not a financial advisor. This is absolutely not financial advice. That's just my opinion. I'm not selling. I'm definitely not going to be selling. I'm going to be accumulating. I'm like a Dalek, except for exterminate. I'm accumulate. Because I understand where this technology is going. That's how I can sit in front of you here with a straight face and tell you right now, in the grand scheme of things, you have nothing to worry about. Things seem very scary, but on a fundamental level, nothing has changed. Let's take a look at Cardano on a weekly and see where we're at. You've not even come below this EMA yet. You are technically still in your fifth wave structure, like we said we were, because you haven't. Elliott wave dictates that you've got to, you can't on a sell-off in your fifth wave come below your fourth wave. That's just not how it works. Guys, I know what you're going through right now because I've been there a million times. And like I say, when I was left in 2017 with a 95% reduction in value for some of my altcoins. Some of them just dropped off the face of the earth. I was left going, what's left? And blockchain technology is what's left. I don't think people understand exactly what they've stumbled upon and what the potential value for this technology is. It is going to get adopted. Something like DeFi, something like Aave, a lending protocol, where you can get 8% on your money. You can go to a bank and get 0.5%. I'm going to take the 8% on Aave. You can get that with stable coins in some cases, where you're not risking any kind of volatility. The only reason people don't do that is because they don't know how to. That education is coming. Yes, right now we are going for a pretty severe sell-off. I actually didn't really expect us to go this low. I thought, if anything, maybe like 35k, something like that, would be about as low as we went. But we just don't know what's going to happen in the future, guys. Nobody can predict that. What people can predict is the kind of direction that we're going in. And we told you literally a couple of weeks ago on the video that we'd never got 20,000 views before, except for on that video. That video got 20,000 views, and we said, look, there's a big problem right now, and that's Bitcoin. Because what he decides to do, before Elon came out with any of his nonsense or any narratives being associated, people saying China banned Bitcoin. They haven't even banned Bitcoin. This shows me a real lack of knowledge in the crypto space when people are just willy-nilly selling their cryptos. If you're trying to sell to buy in at a lower point and you saw this coming, sure, I take my hat off to you. But I didn't even bother because I understand that not only have I been able to pick up some ADA at a really cheap price today, I believe, in terms of its true value, I ultimately believe in this technology, believe in this space, and believe in the projects that I'm invested in. Nothing else matters. The price could go down to a penny for Cardano. I would sell my house for that. If that happened, because my belief in what's happening, in terms of the ingenuity, the revolutionary aspects of this space, are as strong as they could possibly be. I felt like I needed to get on here and say this to you guys. I'm sorry that this can't be a longer video and we couldn't cover more stuff. Sorry about the quality again. I am going to be back in the studio. It's not really a studio, it's a room that I film in. And we're going to be bringing out a lot of content over the next coming days, because a lot of things you need to hear. Ignore those YouTubers out there that just have no idea what you're on about. There's still people going on about the fact that Elon Musk might be working with Cardano. That is so irrelevant and just shows how little they understand about this project to rely on somebody like that getting involved with it to send the price somewhere. It really frustrates me. Get sub to this channel, guys, because we are going to be here for you day in, day out, throughout this. As somebody who's been there, I hopefully will be able to help navigate these waters for you. This is not financial advice by any means, shape or form, ladies and gentlemen. This is all just my own opinion. But somebody who's been there and done it, I know what we're looking at. And a candle like this, by the way, guys, which is probably the largest candle we've ever had in Bitcoin, certainly where it's wicked down to, it could be rivaled, is in terms of percentages anyway, if we take it on an alpha logarithmic, it will be by far the biggest candle that we've had, is not caused by the little retail guy. Just understand that. And why might they want to try and shake as many of you out as possible and send this thing down? And try and, make sure there's not as many people on the ship when it decides to take off. Because they know what the value of this is. And you should too by now if you've been followed this channel for a while. Guys, I'm going to love and leave you on that note. Don't get shaken out. Stay strong out there. Welcome to the crypto space, guys. And we're going to be bringing you content every single day. In fact, we're going to up the ante now, because now's the time when you need somebody like myself to be really stepping up his game and really taking on that extra level of support. That's all I have for you guys. I'm going to love and leave you on that note. I hope you're having a good day despite of everything. Remember the bigger picture. Remember that the goals that we are trying to get to here. Remember what this space is. Remember what blockchain technology is and just how revolutionary it is. It's never been done before, ever. A peer-to-peer payment system in terms of Bitcoin, which really couldn't work as a payment system. But what's been built on top of that is going to have a fundamental role in the new world that we are moving towards. I'm going to love and leave you guys. I'll see you in the next YouTube video. Thanks a lot for watching.